What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for a daily news update on Zirkzee. It's not going away. I don't think it will ever go away until he potentially does not move to us. And we're going to talk about a very interesting thing Alcaraz agent said, which is worrying, but we know is an issue at the club for a good 4 seasons or so, and that's something we absolutely need to work on. But before we get into it, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification because we're getting close to 5K. But yeah, let's talk about Zirkzee. Obviously, we play tomorrow, but I did my preview, so you can go and rewatch that as well. And we will be live after the game tomorrow for a call-in show. Hopefully to talk about a win, as I guess. But we're going to talk about Zirkzee in this one because at the start, it was a very easy link to make. You're getting Thiago Motta, then you're getting Zirkzee and Calafiori and Ferguson and name it. You're getting the entire squad, basically. That's how it works. That's how the media works and whatever. However, the Zirkzee one is not going away. This one, Tutto Sport, but actually everybody spoke about it. And I know Romeo Gresi said, I don't have real confirmation on that thing, on that track, basically. But he didn't have any confirmation on other things that other people broke. Newspapers, we look at them, we're like, oh, you're crap, but they were first to the party. So on Zirkzee, again, it's the same story Di Marcio said, is Giuntoli is trying to convince Bayern to buy Zirkzee on the option 40 mil, and then they will do business together. Because Bologna are asking 60 million euros. Now, quickly, a lot of people are saying, why would Bayern then not ask for 60? Because he's not worth 60. We're not going to pay 60 million. Milan are not going to pay 60 million. Bologna are just hoping for a bidding war. The difference is the relationships between Juve and Bayern are good. Historically, they're good, and potentially it's not the only thing they can talk about or they would talk about. Who knows what else is that? Now, forget about that part. Let's talk about signing Zirkzee. I've watched him. I think I've watched him more so in the Belgian league than I watched in the Italian league, to be honest. The talent was there in the Belgian league, but it was very hot and cold. It were very good moments and extremely poor moments, in my opinion. And moments where there was a lot of confusion. And then he tied it up towards the end, and it was like, okay, he can get it together. Went to Bologna, but this season, even last season as well, he took it to another level. And if you watch him play now, he plays with great confidence. He plays extremely careless, freely. He's good on the ball. He sees things others do not see, and he can execute those things. That's the key thing, because we talk about Miretti. He sees things, but he struggles to execute it. He does it. He does it at extremely high level, and he does that consistently. Now, I know a lot of people are also saying, "Oh, that means Vlahovic is gold." You can keep Vlahovic and you can keep him. I'm not saying Felipe Anderson, but you're gonna sell Sule, in my opinion. Junior, Kostic, like these players are gone most likely. And depending on how you play, Zirkzee can play deep between the lines. Chiesa can move to the right. Julius can play on the left. He actually played on the left, he can play between the lines as well, but Zirkzee he's developed to something quote unquote ready-made already. So there are options to include them all. And I know there are links about Boniface. I think that's extremely unlikely. That's more so if we're actually going to sell one. Like Boniface is not going to leave Leverkusen, in my opinion, already after one season. I think this one, quote unquote, makes more sense because if you get Motta, it's much easier to convince Zirkzee. If he needs to choose between certain clubs, he might go, I'm playing my best football ever. I'm developing under that coach, and I'm going to play Champions League, or you should be playing Champions League. I can go Juve. That's why the links are easy to make, and they make more sense right now. Now, does that mean we're going for Zirkzee? No, I don't think so. I know there are rumors out there that we're like selling Bremer is getting more likely than not right now. We're signing Calafiori, which is not enough. I know Huijsen is coming back and everybody's bigging that up. We still need that one guy, in my opinion, who is ready-made at the back because we struggle now already, and we have Bremer at the back. That back line is not good, and Danilo cannot be the ready-made guy going to the Champions League because that will be sad. You need more quality at the back. Rabiot is likely to go. You need to replace Rabiot with a starter. Like, a lot of question marks, and I get why Zirkzee is not the priority. But boy, oh boy, if you add that to it, or you add him to the team, you can build something very nice. But I do know that the back line and the midfield will be the priority. But it's tough for the club because I think they're looking at it and they're like, we cannot really miss out on him as well, because I know we need to fix the back line. It's a tough choice, or maybe it's an easy choice because you finally address the midfield, which we haven't done for ages. But it feels like there's always something about that midfield that makes the club go, but we cannot miss out on this opportunity. We need to take this opportunity, and the midfield always struggle. Again, depends how we play. Do we need one midfielder? Do we need two? Is McKennie going to leave? So a lot of question marks, but the Zirkzee one is interesting. I know Milan will be in for him 100%. Giroud is gone. They want to add a player, and they will push for the Zirkzee. 100% convinced about that. But let's see. Now, the other thing I want to talk about real quickly is Alcaraz's agent. I don't want to talk about Alcaraz, like whatever. It's what his agent said, and it's actually funny. You need to laugh. When I read it, I laughed because he said he got injured just when he started to find consistency. Such a muscular injury hadn't occurred in 2.5 years. He joins the club, and after 2 months, boom. How many times does this happen to players? We look at it and we're like, man, clean, clean injury record. Trains with the club, injured, gone. How many times? And also come back 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, boom, again. How many times has that happened over the last 3 to 4 years? That also needs to change. We brought in Alcaraz guys. We brought in technical athletic trainers. We let go in the past. We brought them back. It's a mess. It's a mess. We have a lot of them. This season, less so, which is good, I guess. But this, is it coincidence? At first I was like, yeah, but no, it happened to so many players. We look at the record, it's clean. Like, even Rabiot was breaking down this season, for some reason. So at one point, that also needs to be addressed. My hope is that Thiago Motta or whoever comes in, is Conte says, I want my guys. This is an issue, and we need to do something about it. How many times has player come out and said training is not that intense, like it's not intenseful in training, and then they go into games and it's intenseful and they cannot keep up. That's what I said preseason, not going on tour. I like it because we're one of the few teams who look gassed out after the first couple of games. When I look at Inter, Atalanta, Milan, those teams, they look fresh, like as they should. It doesn't look all smooth clicking. I get it, but fitness-wise, they look sharp. We never look sharp at the start of the season. We look out of breath so many times, and it's weird. It's extremely weird, but that needs to be addressed as well. Besides the technical aspect and tactical things, just fitness levels, they need to be up. Even last season, it was extremely bad. It was so poor. I saw Di Maria huffing and puffing. I saw Chiesa huffing and puffing. Vlahovic at the Sevilla, around that Sevilla game, it was poor. It was bad, and that needs to be addressed as well. But yeah, that's it. I will be back live tomorrow for a call-in show for the game, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's it for me. See ya. Ciao.